And then this will all be in English, is that right? I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Kevin and Tony, right? Joanna, your mic is mute. Still mute. Hold on, let me see.
Okay, now, Tony is, I think Tony is logging on too. Tony.
Oh, really? Let me see.
Yeah, but he's like...
we still have one more.
But we can start.
But anyway, I didn't see Tony is in yet.
Yeah, because you just sent him he didn't get the link.
So we need to wait one more. Okay, hold on. Tony. Joanna, you want to send? I don't know how to send the link anyway. Can you
I just
ID? Send him the room ID and the password.
Right, that's what he was asking. But
okay.
I'm sorry, Kavina, because your message has all the Chinese. That really loses people. They have to like read through a bunch of gibberish trying to find the...
Sorry, they need to translate.
The Zoom ID. I tried to cut it out.
Okay, hold on. Let me send to you.
No. You don't need to. I already gave it to him. Don't send too many things, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him.
Sorry. Okay. So,
Do you want me to just resume recording, or do we want to wait for Tony to join?
I think it's, yeah.
Wait for Tony? Okay.
So you also have to do you can record by your side too, right?
I think so. I show it. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you, Linda, for your time.
Of course.
And your
thank
support.
You everybody for
Thank
joining.
You very much.
That's great. Hey, Kavina. I'm trying to share my screen, but it says only the host. So maybe, do you have to transfer me to be the host?
Host, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
I see Tony's joining. And if you can make the other account, so the one that's under Linda Luther.
Yes.
Not the one with my picture, but the one that just says my name. That's my phone.
Okay.
So you can make that one the host. I can share my screen.
Okay. I need to change the...
Is Tony there?
I believe Tony still in process to get in.
Oh.
So Linda, you see, you have two attendees, right? One is a host, one is co-host. So which is correct, or I need to switch?
Oh, I have it now. Yep, I'm good.
Okay, good. Okay, welcome, Tony.
Perfect. Okay, so everybody's on. We'll get started. Great. I will start the recording
in progress.
Okay, perfect. So today, as Kavina mentioned, we want to be running through the ASEA app. So if you are already enrolled as an ASEA associate, you should have access to, and I know Kavina shared the link to be able to download this app in the App Store. If you go look at it on your homepage, you'll see it here as ASEA Global. So you can just search ASEA or search ASEA Global to be able to find it. And once you click in, if you haven't logged in already, you can log in with your virtual office credentials. So you can use your email, your username, or your ID number for the first field, and then the password that you had set up previously to be able to log in. Once you're logged in, you'll be able to see it automatically kind of lays out some things. If you've already uploaded a picture, a profile picture, and the preferred name that you have created, that will automatically start your account, I guess, through the ASEA app. So you'll see on the homepage in the top section, you have a profile icon, says your name, will have your picture. This is really good general navigation. If you're ever trying to find anything with account settings, you can come here. Clicking on the blue profile icon will take you straight into your profile account. So this is where you'll be able to manage your profile, view your to-do list, orders, subscription, general account details and changes, and then general app information there on the bottom. If you click back in the top left corner, you'll have this other section that's My Site. So we kind of put the most important things right there at the top for you to be able to use between your profile and your My Site. Now, it's important to note sometimes profile will be under that My Site section as well. So if you click into My Site, or if you're ever calling our support team and they're telling you to go to profile, just make sure to clarify, is it the account profile or is it the My Site profile that you're trying to access? So now we're in the My Site page. You'll notice that you have your website URL here in the top. And this is what we really want to dive into today to be able to walk you through what you're able to set up. But you'll notice you have that URL there in the top. Note that this automatically defaults to be your username. So whenever you enrolled, whatever you set up as your username and your business site name will automatically default here. This is unique to you. So you won't be able to choose a username that somebody else has. So for example, if Kavina uses Redox Angel and somebody else, let's say Wei liked Redox Angel as well, whoever entered that username or website name first will have it, and until that changes, you won't be able to access it the same. So you'd have to find a unique username. But if you want to just quickly share your My Site, you'll notice, and again, this is on an iPhone, Android might have some slight differences, but you can copy the profile right there to the right of the URL. If you just click on those two boxes, it will copy, and you can see in the bottom, URL is copied. Now, a quick way to be able to preview your My Site, which obviously if you don't have it set up, you won't be able to do this, but just know that there's that preview button in the top. Once you click on preview, it will take you to view your site within the app. And then if you want to pull it out and view it in the browser, you can select that browser icon in the bottom right corner right here. I don't know if it's blinking. When I click it, it'll take me into Safari to be able to have the full website experience. Then if I go back over to the app, I can still view it here, but it's just in the app. So know that you can still share it there. A quick way too is you can click that share button and you'll have the ability to airdrop it or text it or send it or post it to any of your apps. And again, this is on iPhone, it just defaults some of those apps for you. So that's in the preview. Usually when you're navigating in the app, the back button will always be in the top left corner. So that's a quick way for you to be able to know how to get around. And in the bottom, there will always be an option for you to share that link for whatever page you're in. So you could always share by copying, by preview and clicking the export, or just by clicking share link in the bottom, and you'll get a couple options here for how you can share. So you could either create a contact smart link, and we'll review this again at the end once you know how you can customize it. But this contact smart link, it tells you a little bit about it. It says this link is tracked to a specific contact to see their activity. So this is the best for you to link to your contacts through text. So for example, let's say I had James that I just barely met at the store, and I already have James's number. I already input his number in my phone. Now I want to be able to share the app with him. And because the app tracks all activity for the links that you send, I want to see James' specific activity. So if I do the contact smart link, it comes to my contacts here and I can go search for somebody over here. So I can scroll down, and find James or search him there in the top. So that's your contact smart link. And anytime James opens the link, it will show in my activity center and say, James, clicked on this link. James viewed your account profile, right? So it ties it to a certain contact. Something that's really important to note is if you share this link to a contact, I might have shared that uniquely with James, but then if I click on that same link that I sent him, or if James forwards it, or I accidentally send it to a group chat, whoever clicks on that link will show up as James. So it's really important if you're doing a contact smart link, make sure to just send it to one person. Otherwise, those notifications will seem like there's a problem with it, or it might not be accurate because other people are clicking the link as well. So just know that might come up. So if you are wanting to share it with several people into a group or onto social media or something else, there's the second option for a general share link. So this is, again, a really good public link that's not tracked to an individual. So it's good for groups or social media, or like your profile or something like that. So you can create a general share link there. Now the third option is a new one where you can now share to a QR code and have this, it's not tracked to an individual either. So if you wanted to be able to upload your My Site to like a business card that you've created, or print out a QR code. Let's say, for example, you have a restaurant, right? Maybe you want to print it out and put it at the front or a stand. A lot of times people have wellness centers or are working at different places. A QR code can be incredibly helpful, right? And I've even made the joke, there's a lot of associates that are driving all the time. I'm like, people have bumper stickers all the time. You could put a QR code on your car and have somebody scan it, or people have put QR codes on the back of their phones or as pictures before. So really, QR code is so versatile, and it's a great way. We've already created a QR code for you, so you don't have to go try to find a different website online to create that QR code. So know that that's specific to your My Site, and you can have that QR code shared as well. So those are your different sharing options. I'm going to close that. And if we go back into the My Site settings, you'll see below the profile, or I guess below the URL section, there's a couple different options. So you have your profile, buttons, settings, theme, and then below products and media. So when going through this, we'll just kind of start from top to bottom, but know that all of these are important elements. So you don't want to just stick to one. You want to make sure that you hit every single one of these sections to really be creating the best website for you. So before we jump into it too much, I actually wanted to show you what the site actually looks like so that you know what components are contributing to this, right? So this is actually my website or My Site. You'll notice in the bottom right hand corner, and you can view this in your desktop, right? It's just a website URL. In the bottom right corner, I have a little pop-up and it says, have a question, text me here. So if somebody wanted to reach out to you, they could actually click on that icon and they'd be able to send you a message. So if you have this, a QR code that you randomly shared, or, somebody stumbled upon the page, they can actually reach out to you. So they just put in their phone, their name, and then a quick message about them, and it'll track into your app so you can actually reach back out to them.
I need to know too.
Can you repeat that? We're sort of lost. Didn't know how to get to that page.
So this is just my website. I went to My Site URL. So this you'll just want to view because you won't have this in your app. Yeah, This is just my website. Yeah, so I just want to show you.
That's an example.
Yep, this is an example website. This is the one that I've set up so far. And I just want you to see it first. So when we get into the profile elements, you'll know what you can do there. Yeah. So the chat function is the circle, the blue circle in the bottom right corner with the little chat icon. If you click on it, it pulls up this ability for somebody to be able to message you. So that's why it's important you know what name that you want, and you can upload a picture. I think it just makes it a lot more personal. But if we go back to this sample website, you'll see I have my picture uploaded, I have my name, and then I have a little bio that just says, thanks for checking out my site. I hope you're able to learn more about the incredible products ASEA offers. So here you can put anything you'd like. It can be a little bit about you. It can be a way to further promote some type of behavior on your website, right? You can say, call out to check out my social media channels, or make sure to send me a message in the bottom right corner. You know, you could say anything that you want here, and really customize that bio. The other thing that's really important to note, even though we only offer the app in English and Spanish, you can actually type in any language. So people that have audiences, you know, you could type in Chinese. If you have audiences in Europe and France, you could type French in here and really customize what it is that displays. So maybe you want 3 languages, different sentences in all 3 languages. You can still type and submit any language. The only caveat is obviously to be putting in compliant and appropriate information. That does get checked with our compliance team, so just make sure that that's okay. Any claims that you enter are approved. But if you scroll down a little bit further on the site, you'll notice there's a Facebook icon, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So you're able to link all of your social media platforms, and it will just display differently on your website. Then below, you'll see I have all of these links. So all of these selections, these are the buttons, and they link to different things. So if I click on any one of them, it'll take me to a new page away from my website. Okay, so you have the ability to be able to customize that as well. And then you'll see below all of the buttons, the profile icons, scrolling down further on the page. Now I have images and icons and links that I can watch and click into as well. So this is kind of what your website could potentially look like. If we go back into the ASEA app, I'll show you now how you can use those settings to be able to customize it. So back in the My Site section of your ASEA app, that first option is going to be Profile. So if you click into Profile, the first thing you'll notice that you can add is a profile photo. And again, I think this is really important. It just helps to customize. You could upload an ASEA icon or logo if you wanted, or any stock image. But I think if you're representing your business as an individual, or you have a business entity, for you to upload that logo, it's really important to just, again, personalize that. So you can upload any picture from your library. Then below that, you'll notice that about you information. So it says bio, but you can put any type of introduction that you want, and really customize it. There is a character count, but it's honestly pretty long. So you shouldn't have any issues in what you try to enter there. So you can always put your bio information. Again, I wouldn't recommend putting in any links in your bio, because there's going to be a section below where you can put links in directly to different websites or whatever else. So keep your bio strictly just text. Any images, videos, or links that you want to include, you can include later on. Use section, you have social media. So you'll notice there's a lot more social sections that I haven't fully uploaded, but I have LinkedIn, I have Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. But we have things like X or Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, WhatsApp, WeChat. So there's a lot of different options for people to add. For those of you that might be working with Taiwan and you have a Line account, you might not be able to upload your Line social media, but what you could do instead is upload your link to your Line profile as a button icon, right? So we'll walk through what that looks like a little bit later, but there is social media profiles that you can upload here. So that's the profile. If you don't want to save changes, you can click back in the top left corner, or if you made any changes, you'd want to click save on the bottom. So just make sure you're navigating through that well. Below the profile is the buttons. So this is what we're talking about. If you click into the buttons, this is an opportunity for you to customize your website with any links or URLs that you may want. So this is an important time to say ASEA doesn't have a non-compete agreement, right? So if you are, associated with other companies, or you're promoting different products, that's okay. It's not a problem here. You can still promote ASEA and other products. So if you have a business or a brand, so for example, Joanna has her restaurant. If she wanted to, she could set up her My Site to still include links to her restaurant, or maybe, you know, a link to a Facebook page for your restaurant or an event or something else. And you can customize this to be completely different. It's important to note, it will still show ASEA in different places, and your URL does say ASEA.app/ you know, whatever your website or username is. But you could customize this and upload it to look however you want. So for example, some of the buttons that I have this Discover ASEA, and it's really just like a call out to our ASEA Global website. People can go visit. The second link that I have is Grab Clay Mask Trial. So we have a 30-day money-back guarantee, and it's a really great tool for people to be able to promote that and say it's risk-free, right? For first 30 days, you can try this product. If it doesn't work for you, you can give us a call and we'll, you know, return anything up to like $280. So that's a really popular thing. People link it to a shareable cart. I have mine linked to the ASEA app product page, so people could purchase just straight from there if, you know, a line or a couple words calls out to them a little bit quicker. Below that, I say learn more about Redox. So if people have an interest in the product and want to learn more, I have the link there to the Redox Science website. Again, that's another corporate site that we have. So I know we have a couple different corporate sites. There's ASEA Global, there's the VO, there's all these different websites. You can link everything as like a one-stop shop right here on your My Site. So anything that you're finding you're promoting a lot, maybe you're sending people links to the Signal Your Health video, or maybe you're sending different things. You could either upload the video onto your My Site so somebody could view it there, or you could enter a new button and say, here you can watch the Signal Your Health video. So below that, you'll notice I typed in Chinese characters order. So you can type in different languages and still upload those URLs, right? So if you have different audiences, you can enter it and have that set up. So again, if you wanted to link to the Signal Your Health video in Chinese, then you could upload, you know, that link as a separate URL. And then you'll just notice I have a couple different links. The one that's the second to the bottom, I want to call out, I wrote schedule a consultation, right? In the schedule a consultation, I have it linked to my Calendly account. So if you want people to be able to schedule time with you, maybe you use Google Meets, or you have a different calendar app, Outlook, that manages your schedule, or even, you know, your app calendar on iPhone, you could link that so that people could then request that link. So if I were to go to my Site and I scroll down to the section where I have schedule a consultation, as soon as I click schedule a consultation, it takes me over to the Calendly website. And right here, I can see it's on Calendly and I can schedule times that I have available in my calendar. And I just have it linked like calendar. So it has my work managed. So this is a way for you to be able to utilize your ASEA My Site page for things that are specific to your brand and your business. It doesn't have to be specific to ASEA. Yeah, Joanna.
Can you show me how to delete the button? I had a button that wasn't working and I tried to delete it. I don't know how to delete it.
Yeah, so if I wanted to delete, let's say I want to delete this one that's Shop ASEA products globally, you'd have to click on the button that you want to delete, and then you'll have the option to delete it. So I'll go ahead and click delete button, and now it's gone.
That's the thing. I clicked, oh, I guess I have to do it twice because I tried that, it didn't work.
Okay.
Now it did. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
Might take an extra click or something like that. Yep, but you just want to select the button that you don't want anymore and then just click delete button. Yep, and it might be because the keyboard's up. So if you slide the keyboard down, it might be the first click. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the other thing about that, yeah, you can click into the button, whatever URL you want to delete it. if you want to reorder them, so let's say, for example, I really want to highlight the schedule a consultation. On an iPhone, you just hold it down and you can drag it up and down. So you can reorder however you want so that the most important ones are there at the top, and you can you have 2 languages on your website and links to different things in both. You know, you could create 2 separate links, or you could write in English and then Chinese next to it, or, you know, however else. So there's a lot of customization there. Yeah.
Cool.
Any other questions so far about the buttons? Please feel free to interrupt. Usually I move a little too quickly. So feel free to interrupt at any point, or you can pop in the chat if you have any questions. Okay, awesome. So hopefully that's clear. With the buttons, you're really able to completely customize your website. Once we're finished through the whole thing, I'll show you other few sample websites so you can see how people have set this up. But if we go back, oh, and then to add a new button, I should make it clear, in the top right, in the top right corner, you'll see that plus button. All you have to do is click it, and then you'll be able to create a new button. So you just want to enter the name and then the link. So again, if I wanted to, I could click and type in order, or I should say, I just deleted my shop link. So I'll say shop products globally. And then maybe I want to change it to Chinese, and I'll just say order. And in the link, I'm going to put shopasea.com/LLuther. And I know that that'll link to my Shop ASEA website. So as soon as I click return, I can save, and that new button is now there. So I can again reorder it to wherever I want. Maybe I want that to be my 3rd thing. And now I have a new button there. And I can track right here on this page how many times that link has been clicked on. So every time you get hits, maybe you'll notice that not a lot of people are going to grab a clay mask trial. It's not sticking out to them. So maybe I want to rename it, or maybe I want to put it a little bit higher. I can reorder it there, right? However you want to set it up. But it's a great way to get some analytics right there on those pages, that it shows you how many clicks each of those have. Yeah. So any other questions so far on the profile or buttons? Okay, great. So the next section, oh yeah.
Can you go back the previous page?
Into buttons?
Yeah. Let me check. I also doing the shop button like you. Okay, hold on. shopasea.com. Shop.
Yep.
ASEA.
And you can get this URL really easily in your video too. Yeah, if you're not sure what your Shop ASEA site is, because the app will always enroll people as a customer. It doesn't have the way to sign them up when they purchase product. They won't be signing up as associates. They'll be purchasing as customers. So if you want people to be able to go through the shopping experience that you see online, you could always go into your website and visit shopasea.com. There we go. And this shopping experience, if this is the shopping experience that you want to highlight better, since the app isn't global, right? If you have more people outside of the US than you do in the US, maybe this is the page that you want to promote. You can just grab that URL. So here we'd have to log in. So I could click on the login in the top right corner. I think it has my information saved. There we go. So now I'm logged in. If I click on the profile icon again in the top right corner, I can copy my Shop ASEA link right there. So that's a quick way for you to be able to grab your Shop ASEA link as well. Yeah.
Can you do one more time and go back and slowly about these parts?
Yeah. So here I just visit shopasea.com. And that can link me to my virtual office or anything. Now I'm already logged in, but you would just click on the profile icon in the top right corner and you would log in. But since I already logged in, now I can just click on the profile and it has my credentials. So I can copy right here in the middle section, my Shop ASEA link. As soon as I click on that link, it copies it. So I can use that if I go back to the ASEA app and want to create a new button, I can just input that link right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yep. So that'll work for you as well. So you can use those different links. Yeah. And if you wanted a place where somebody joined as an associate directly, or you want to upload a shareable
Just notes. I'm
for
sure
your
later.
buttons. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Because like what I'm trying to figure out is, so it's shopasea.com/sushi, whatever. I'm assuming that it will just take them to wherever they need to go to buy stuff, right? Do I need to worry about the copying the link and stuff, or?
Well, yeah, you need to put it in the button.
Sorry,
I'll tell you later.
All right. But I'm getting it for the most part.
If you're confused about what link to grab, you can always ask and you can customize however you want to use it. So on your My Site, you'll have links to products that you can add directly. But again, that makes you shop through the app. If you have people that you want to be able to register from anywhere, like let's say your restaurant gets people from all over the world, a lot of times, then you'd probably want to use your shop link or an enrollment link. So you can customize those links however you'd like. Yep, and upload them here. But if we go back, the next section that we'll get into under the My Site is the settings. So if I click into settings, you'll see it's pretty straightforward here. The giveaway cards doesn't really apply. We haven't used anything with that, so you can disregard that. But you'll notice the button here highlighted in the blue below says replace with default My Site. So if I click on the I, I'll see it says, are you sure you want to replace your My Site with the default My Site? This can't be undone. So what this does is we've actually created a My Site that you can have if you don't know where to start. You can actually start with the default My Site and customize it however you'd like. So the default My Site has products and a general about buttons and links like that. Again, it's really, really basic and it just inputs a lot of the product links into it. So it's a great way for somebody that doesn't have time yet to start building out their My Site or doesn't know where to start, that they could set it up with the default My Site and then go in and customize from there. So I'm not going to do it because it's going to clear my history, but just know that this default option is available for people if that's something that you want to do. And then below the My Site forwarding, you can see it sets it up so that you can have it direct to whatever traffic that you want. So this really helps to, if you want to drive it to specific pages or you have the different URLs to utilize, you can enter and input things for the My Site forwarding. So if I were to do other, it would have the URL that I want them redirected to. So a lot of times, maybe you're sharing your QR code, or again, if you're promoting your business and ASEA is just one part of it, you might have another website that you want forwarded from it. So again, it just gives you more options to customize. I don't think you need to get too hung up in these settings because it's really higher level customization that you may not even find applicable, but just know that it's there in case that's something that you want to do. So if we go back out of settings, the last section here is themes. So you'll notice I already have a theme selected and it's called men's. So if I click into my themes, you'll see here we have a lot of different themes for you to be able to choose from. So the great thing about it is you can click on any one of the themes here below. You'll see like an overview of it, but you can click on any of those pictures, and before you select this theme, you can see preview. So you'll see minimalistic and it says select this theme in pink, or on the bottom it says select this theme. Below the pink, it says see preview in blue. So what I can do is see a preview of what my site might look like with this basic one. So this one's called minimalistic. It just looks a little bit different. So it puts my social media handle on the left-hand side. It says my full name and my first name rather than just Luther. And then it displays the buttons a little bit differently, and it's just a nice cream color, right? There's other ones like this leaf one. If I were to do this plant one and see preview on that one, it lays out my profile a little bit differently, right? So it says my full name again. Now my picture is a circle. I have my social media on the left-hand side. And the biggest change is you'll see the buttons are in a box rather than just lines with an arrow next to it. So know that the theme really changes the feel and the look, obviously, of your website pretty significantly. So what I would suggest is to first upload everything that you want available in your site and then go looking for the theme that you want. Because you may like the theme for the leaves at the beginning, but then you feel like, oh, it kind of distracts from the buttons below, or I don't like the way that it highlights things, you know? So I think the first thing to do is make sure you have the content that you want, like your social media profiles and the buttons and the product that you want to display. And then you can go from there to select the theme. And the great thing about it is you don't have to commit and reorient your site every single time. You can select the theme and keep seeing the preview. And if you decide you don't want to save it this way, then you can close out, and instead of doing select this theme, just click the back button in the top left corner. And it'll take you back into the selection. So you'll see my theme is still set to men's because I was just previewing all of those. Yeah. Any questions about the themes? Great. Okay, awesome. Well, to finish up what you can do in customizing your My Site, the last below here, those other sections is products and media. So right now it might be blank for you because you haven't uploaded anything, but here I've added a lot of different products and media. So now I know Rise to the Rink, it was a limited time thing. It's no longer available. I'm actually going to delete it. So how I delete is just the red circle in the bottom right corner of the image. So Rise to the Rink, I'm going to click on that red button, and now you'll see it says this has been deleted from your My Site. And now when I scroll down, it's no longer there. So how you can add things to this section is actually by going out of My Site and into the media tab. So if I already have things here, I can click into it, or I can hold it the same way as the buttons, and I can reorder how these products display. But if I want to add more, I'll actually go back out of the My Site and into the second tab on the bottom there, the Share tab. So you'll see that Share tab kind of flashing in the bottom. You'll start out in the Home tab, which is the first on the far left, and then all the media and content is in the Share tab. So once I go into the Share tab, let's say, for example, I want to add a new media page onto my Site. What I'll do is I'll click on Media, and oh, awesome, they have the Signal Your Health video here. So with the Signal Your Health video right there in the top, I can heart it to favorite that one video. Oh, let me see. It doesn't look like it's saving my heart. So maybe I have to add it separate. But to be able to add it to my Site, I'm going to click on the blue plus in the right-hand side. And when I click on that, you'll see it gives me the options of where I can add it to. So I can add it to my Site, I can add it to a playlist, or I can save it for later. So for this example, I want to select My Site. So now that I've clicked it, I see on the bottom, this has been added to your My Site. So if I go back to the home page and I select My Site and I scroll down under products and media, now I have the Signal Your Health video as the first. So that's a really, really easy way for you to be able to add anything that you want. It's important to note if you do decide to create a playlist or do more with it, you can actually add those as well. So this is how you can create more than just the buttons and the links to click on. You can really redirect and customize that My Site to be however you want. If you want to promote product there, if you want it strictly to just be educational and for people to shop through the buttons, you can set it up that way. So now if I were to go preview my site with the new Signal Your Health video, I'll still see the same theme. But if I scroll down now, instead of the product first, it shows the Signal Your Health video. So that's a great way for you to be able to add that. The thing that's really good to know, again, all of the things within the app are going to be ASEA related because it's something that our corporate team has uploaded. But if you were promoting more than just your ASEA business and you were promoting your personal brand, or you want to include more, you can actually go back and under the share tab, you'll actually notice that you have the option, the second selection is for uploads. So you can actually upload your own image, upload your own content, and then add it to your My Site. So when we talk about, right, like the $40 welcome fee that you pay to get started, these are the types of tools and resources you're able to tap into for your business. So now you have a fully customizable website for your brand, you know, be it ASEA or be it anything else. So again, if somebody had like a wellness center, they can upload their wellness center address and they make appointments and schedule through your website, right? Like you don't have to pay for a separate website and all of this just to house all the different brands or things that you're promoting. You could upload an image or upload a video here. So let's say, for example, Kavina has all of these training videos. She could actually upload this Zoom recording into her app and create a new playlist in her app that says ASEA training or weekly calls, right? Whatever this series is, Kavina. And all of those videos could live within a playlist that you upload to your My Site. So that way, when people are asking every week, right? Like, where's the link to join the Zoom? Maybe you want to just add your Zoom call link to your My Site so that you can quickly copy it and share it with other people. Or you could upload, you know, pictures to direct to it. So there's so many different ways that you can truly customize your My Site. I want you to understand it's just a gateway, right? It's just a way for you to get started. And the more that you use the app and the more that you get familiar with how you can customize, the more you're going to be able to do. And notice it's really just so much for you to be able to tap into. So again, that's on the home page for you to select your My Site. If you want to upload any media or add additional elements to your My Site, you can just go into the Share tab for those media pieces. Now, if we go back to what the website looks like, you'll remember, so I'm going to close out of my Shop ASEA tab. When I came to the website, if I were to click here on the Contact Me section, so let's say I posted this to my social media and somebody just happened to stumble upon it and asked, what is Redox, you know, or what is ASEA? That message, if I go back into the app, will go into the third tab under Messages right here. So if you want to see if anybody reached out to you, you can go into Messages, and under Messaging, you'll see I'm in the All tab. So this is where you can see all messages. It would pop up right there in your new messages. Or I could shift over to just view the external messages that I get. So you'll notice some people put their name when they messaged on my site. So if I click into it, I'll see the message that they said and then the phone number that they linked as well. So now I can open this in iMessage and text them right back from my number. Yeah, and it's a great way for you to make sure you capture all leads. So if somebody visits your site and they have any questions and they don't have the opportunity to purchase, they can always still message you. And it's a great way too, if you want to, with your team members. I don't know, I know a lot of people use WhatsApp or different things like that, but this is a great way for you to stay connected as well, to be able to have people hosted, right? It's like a messaging platform that's hosted within the app for you. So it's a great way for you to kind of click around and check out the site. There's a lot of different things that you can do here. Again, if we go back to the home page and you scroll down, there's so much more for you to be able to learn. And I think one of the biggest takeaways from the app is that you have analytics on everything. So not only are you able to customize and tap into curated content for you, you can also track all of these analytics. So you'll see I have a notification icon in the top right corner. If I click into it, I can notice somebody in LA actually visited my webpage. So somebody probably searched it here or clicked into it to view my app page as well, right? So that's a general link that they accessed. If I would have sent this to a direct contact, then you'll notice below it would have somebody's name particular. So like an email address or a new lead, all of those will come in. When it's just a generic message, you'll see that it's somebody and it'll just give you a generic location and what site that they visited. So this is a really, really great way for you to be able to follow up on your leads and know what's happening. If you upload a lot of content and your site is really, really busy, it may be good that you have so much content available on your site, but you may notice that people aren't seeing everything or people aren't clicking into everything. So maybe you'd want to remove the ones that aren't as popular and just keep the links and keep the buttons and images that people are interacting with and are clicking on. So again, you have the ability to customize, create everything that you want. And then the second half of it, to be able to track, analyze, and follow up and make adjustments as needed with those analytics. So it's a really, really great resource. It's a really, really great tool. That kind of wraps up just a little bit about my site. I did want to leave some time just to see if there's any open-ended questions, or hopefully as people have been going in and customizing, you're finding different things. Did we have any questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm wondering how can we change my site to the other website that we have seen before. They are very beautiful and very stylish. And how do we do that?
Yeah, are you saying like the other examples?
Yeah.
The sample you sent to us is a
Yeah, so why don't I show you some of those? Yeah, so I'll show you some of the other examples. This one, Terry and Aaron Latham, they're actually, you can see right here on their page, Triple Ambassador Diamonds based out of Texas here in the US. So this is how they've customized their website. So I can't remember exactly what theme they have, but this was all built out by Erin herself. So you'll see she has a lot of buttons here. One of them is her favorites, shop here, latest research, what is ASEA Redox. These are all links to different sections. So when I just barely clicked into our favorites, she added a playlist with all of their favorite products from the ASEA app. So then she created a playlist called Our Favorites and then just uploaded that playlist link as a button. So it's just the way that you can customize within your app. So you'll notice on their page, they are only strictly promoting ASEA, and they have their Facebook and Instagram here. If I were to click on the shop here button, it links to their shop ASEA global link. So this is their shopping link that we just barely mentioned, their shop ASEA URL for you to be able to go through and purchase. The latest research, the third selection here, takes you into a playlist again that they built out with all of the research. So we have this NRF2 research summary available in the app library. It's a really, really great article that talks about gene expression and how ASEA cell signaling supplement helps connect and improve the NRF2 pathway. And redox, some of these are things that they've uploaded themselves, right? So you can upload your own content into the media library and then create your own playlists from that content and then label it however you'd like. So if you want to focus when you're promoting, if we go back to their page here, you can tell their page is focused a little bit more heavily on like the science and athletes, right? Really focused on like performance, athletic, and the science and the research behind it. Others may connect more with like beauty, right? So if somebody really wanted to promote like how Renew 28 has been so great and what it does to the skin and different things like that, you can create playlists that focus on the clay mask and the skincare line and Renew 28 and those different things and relabel it to say like, you know, glow from within or like get the best skin ever and upload your own articles and your own content. Like if you wanted to, you could even go onto like, I'm trying to think, just a basic like beauty magazine like Vogue, you could grab an article that you really like from there and add it to one of your quick links here to help support what you're trying to promote, right? So know that you can grab content from anywhere and really customize your website to be however it is that you want it to look. So further down in this section, they added the Genesis video, they have the Signal Your Health video, the NRF2 research summary, more on redox technologies. So they've just added a lot of the content available in the app library and then uploaded some of their own content as well. You'll see here those before and afters are the ones that they've uploaded themselves. So if you want pictures, you can also upload that into your app library. And then again, it's just building it out. So for this button, the top one, they named it Our Favorites, and then they just entered the link to their playlist into that button, right? So that's how you'd be able to customize it. This is one website example. Here below, I have another one. This is an associate based out of Australia, Maria Hopwood. And hers focuses on ASEA as well. And she really talks about like the ASEA journey, uses a lot of like transformative type of language and talking about a guide and overall health. So here you can see she even uploaded an emoji into her bio. So you can use different languages. You can include emojis when you're creating your bio. And then her website, her My Site theme is different, right? So it's like pink at the top. It has her name. Again, this is just another My Site option that you can customize and add to. So she has the pink up at the top and her first picture is pink too, right? So like if you notice, these people really have the theme of what they want to create in their website and they understand that. So I think it's just a matter of like identifying what you want your business to be, what it is you focus on and the way that you promote and really leaning into that, right? So you can upload and have it kind of ongoing. We have a lot of those types of images. This is straight from the app library. So it's kind of like a cheeky theme that says smoother skin cheek to cheek, right? And it's promoting Renew 28. So she has that as her first product image, but you'll see up above, it says your welcome guide. If you click into it, you'll notice it's a Canva site that she created. So Canva is another tool, right, that you can use to help market and create like PowerPoint presentations. It has a lot of great themes and layouts for different content that you could do. So she just created a button to her Canva template that is a little bit about her and her introductory guide, right? Other people might want to just record a video and you can link your video straight into your website, right? So that's one of the buttons. She has a button there for Signal Your Health that links to the Signal Your Health video. So if I open it, it goes into, it goes into her Canva template. So again, she created another PowerPoint presentation and she uploaded this all into her Canva. So it's a lot of different ways that you can really customize just depending on how you want to do it. So these are two examples of its websites. And if you reach out to your community, you'll find there are still a lot of other people promoting, through the app and using their app site to be able to promote. You can always reach out to them for tools and tips. You can always reach out to corporate for what we're doing. But obviously, you know what's best for you and your business. And that's always going to find the most success. So hopefully that helps. I know that's a long-winded answer to your question about the different themes that people had, but this is not just an overnight thing that's been created. So we launched the app a year ago. Aaron and Terry Latham, if I go back up, this is not what their website looked like a year ago, right? Their website looked completely different. This was a year in the making. So she created all of those playlists, took time to create those playlists, took time to find what works best for her site. In Australia, the app was made available in February, right? Actually, it was like end of February, beginning of March. So this is really just 6 to 7 months of work that she's uploaded here into her app. So take time. The best way to be able to get more familiar with it is by doing it. And it's a great way if you want to model it after what others have done. And then just kind of picking and choosing what's working best for you.
And how do they change the font to how it looks like right now?
So the font on this one, where she has all of that funny font, she had to actually do that in a separate application. So if you have a keyboard that will let you do different fonts, you can copy that and then enter it. But if I go back into my ASEA app and I go into my site and I click on the buttons, if I want to say more on Discover ASEA, I could enter emojis right here. So I could say Discover ASEA and then put like a heart and then the star emoji and save that. And now I have a new button. So if I go back to preview my site, now it's customized a little bit more. So you could go somewhere else to pull that fun font. I don't know exactly what she did to do those like circle fonts. It must have just been another app. It might be Canva or something else, or you could go look up a font app in the browser. And as long as you copy it, you can paste it into here when you go in to customize the button, right? So when you go to name your button, you can just paste whatever text that you have right there and have that be saved as your new button.
How about the font that they use to post on the header of their name?
Oh, that's just right here. That's your theme. So that's how you customize. So her theme is probably this one, fashion. So if I go to see preview, you can see that theme is completely different. Yeah, so the different themes will change the font and the layout of the site that you have.
How about their couple lesson?
They use the same one as me, I think. That was men's theme. No, they have a, let me see if it's leaf. No, that one's different. Men's is the one I already have. Let me see. It would just be a different theme on here. So I'm not exactly sure which theme they did. But if you just go through, oh, it's this one. Let's see, plain. Yep, it's just the plain theme. And then you can see there's the cursive across the top and then the name and picture below.
Okay.
Yeah, so each of the themes is really going to change the look and feel of your website. So again, enter all the information that you want in the buttons and then go through the themes to see what layout you want. Yeah, because if you don't have any buttons and if you don't have your social media uploaded, you won't know how it looks, right? And if you don't have a picture, it's not going to display the same way. So it's great for you to be able to upload that first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so hopefully that's a good starting point for you to be able to get into customizing your app and further promoting your business. I really believe that my site is going to be an incredible tool to propel your business, to reach more audiences and to engage other people. And then again, for you as, you know, an associate to be managing your own business and have those analytics, that's really powerful that you're not just putting something out there and not knowing what happens with it. You really get to see how much that converts and what's working and what isn't, right? To be able to adjust and make those necessary changes. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out. You can reach out to Kavina. Kavina can use me as a resource. Yeah. And keep in touch. Our associate support team is incredible and they have been trained on the app and can help answer any of those questions. But I would say just keep your eye out. We will from time to time set up different trainings and things like that to be able to learn more about it. But the more that you stay connected and in touch with the community is where you'll be able to hear more updates and see across the board what other people are doing that's finding success. So thank you all so much. Kavina, I'll stop the recording.